My stepmother threw me straight into a river full of piranhas, thinking their teeth would erase me. I was a bastard, born of the Baron and a maid he once adored, then abandoned. When my mother vanished, the Baron filled her place with a woman of greed and poison, who turned my life to misery. While her daughter dined on silver, I scrubbed stone floors, washed rags, and starved in silence. The crown was my birthright, but she sought to place it on her daughter's head. She believed the piranhas would devour me whole, but I survived and fled to my father. Yet even then, he still clung to the woman who wanted me dead.
Look at your face, Alessandra. Why do you have to be a witch like your mother, always causing trouble?
I didn't do anything, Father. Why do we even keep her around?
Well, Catherine, we keep her around because her mother left all her fortune and the Barrett estate in this little runt's name. This will be a public disgrace for me, Catherine. People will say Desmond Barrett tortures his own daughter.
Don't worry. We'll just cover it with a mask until the wounds heal. Alessandra would live her life with her face covered in a mask. The matter was pushed under the rug by Catherine and Desmond. When people questioned Catherine about what had happened to a beautiful Alessandra, why she needed to live with her face hidden behind a mask, her reply was simple. Her mother got diseased sleeping with cesspool cleaners. The daughter caught the same disease. Her mother was a witch who cursed her face. Anyone who looks at her dies. The rumors spread like wildfire, and soon, people avoided Alessandra at all costs. They averted their eyes, afraid that even a glance might bring death. Alessandra lived a secluded life within the walls of the Barrett mansion, clinging to the fading memories of her birth mother, who was no longer there to comfort her. She found solace in the wedding dress her mother had left behind, but even that small comfort was ripped away from her when she turned 18. It was the only thing I had left of her. You bitch! That dress belonged to my mother!
This ugly thing? Like it would have helped you look any less hideous. Don't forget, sister, the Duke is traveling all the way here to find a wife, not rescue some masked monster. What's the matter, Alessandra? Are you gonna cry?
My face may be scarred, but you're the one that's ugly on the inside, Kate.
Why don't you run and tattle to Daddy? Oh, wait, are you scared I'll tell him about that mangy rescue cat you're hiding? What do you think he'll do if he found out? Personally, I hope he kills the disgusting creature.
One day, I'll escape from this place, and then I'll never have to see you or your awful mother again. I hate it here.
That will never happen, freak!
Alessandra made sure to slam the door shut behind her, drowning out her sister and the obnoxious giggling. I'm so sorry, Mom. I promise I'll get your dress fixed before I find you, and then we can forget all about this awful place. A noise from down the hallway caught her attention. Luna? Luna girl, is that you? Luna? Here, kitty kitty. Luna?
What the hell?
Father!
Alessandra, what in the world are you doing sneaking around the halls? I thought I told you to stay in your room. The Duke will be here any minute.
I'm sorry, Father. I was just so hungry. I was hoping to sneak to the kitchen before the party started. Desmond eyed his daughter as though deciding whether or not to believe her.
You needy little nuisance. Tonight is the most important night this family has had in ages. Kate must impress the Duke. And I can't have you doing anything to ruin this big opportunity for her.
Down the hall, Luna had appeared as if by a miracle. Alessandra stiffened, praying her father did not notice. Yes, father. Alessandra hurried after the cat, hoping to catch it before her father, or someone else, found it instead. She went to the place her always hungry cat was most likely to be found, the kitchen. Luna!
You have to be more careful with that one, my lady.
This was Mario, the castle cook, and one of the few people in the whole estate who treated her with kindness.
I'd hate to think what your father would do if he found out about little Luna here.
Thank you for feeding her, Mario. It's no wonder she loves spending so much time in the kitchen. It's a little crazy in here today, huh?
You have no idea, my lady. The whole castle has lost its mind over the arrival of Duke Collins. I've never seen a party so big for a single person.
Oh, trust me, I know. All the girls are basically fighting each other for a chance to become the Duke's bride. Such catty little games they play.
What? You don't want to get married?
Yeah, right. Like there's a man out there who could see past my scars.
You'd be surprised.
The only use I have for a husband is to take me as far away from this castle as possible. Don't you worry, old friend. When I leave here, you'll be coming with me.
Your generosity warms my humble heart, my lady.
Mario, do you think the rumors about the Duke are true? They say he's ruthless.
I've heard plenty about Duke Collins, my lady, and not all of it good. People say he's sharp as a blade, but twice as dangerous. He may look like an aristocrat, but I've heard whispers about him being connected to all those missing women. You'd best steer clear of him.
Missing women? Do you really think the Duke could be behind that?
That man has as much power as the king. He doesn't play by the rules, Alessandra. Be careful if he comes near you.
What is this mess? The Duke will be here any minute, and this kitchen looks like a pigsty. Get it together! Or you'll all be out on the streets before the night is over. And what are you doing here, Alessandra? Sulking in the kitchen like a servant? Pathetic. I was just... Save your excuses. Do you think I don't know what you're hiding? Don't think I haven't noticed that disease-ridden vermin you've been sneaking around with. If your father catches wind of it... She's gone. I guess she must have gone back home. Good. The last thing this household needs is another filthy creature under its roof. You should thank me, you know. If I hadn't stepped in, your father would have thrown you out years ago. I didn't ask for your charity. What was that? You should be grateful. It's bad enough your cursed face drove your mother away. I won't have you scaring off the Duke, too. This is Kate's big day, and she will secure the Duke's favor. You're nothing but a blemish on this family's reputation. Get out of my sight. Go lock yourself in your room where you belong.
Alessandra walked away without saying a word.
But the anger bubbling inside her refused to subside. She needed to find Luna. Suddenly, she heard her father's voice from inside one of the rooms.
You're running out of time, Desmond. My patience is wearing thin. Please, Sir William, just give me more time. Once Kate is engaged to the Duke, her dowry will cover everything I owe you. And if the Duke doesn't propose, what then? He will. Kate is beautiful, charming. She'll win him over. She'd better. Because if she doesn't, you'll need another way to pay your debt.
Alessandra had heard rumors about William Lancaster, none of them good.
He was a cruel and greedy man.
How had her father entangled himself with such a man? Oh no!
What the hell is this?
How could you?
Alessandra, what in God's name are you doing here? And what in the hell is that creature doing in my castle?
Sir William's gaze lingered curiously on the masked girl before him.
So, this is your other daughter, the cursed one I've heard so much about.
You leave Luna alone.
You've got spirit. I like that. You're not like the others. There's something different about you.
Back off, creep!
Oh, yes. You'd make a fine addition to my collection. A unique little gem, wouldn't you agree, Desmond? She could make a fine payment for your debts.
Enough! You shouldn't even be here, you insolent child.
But he hurt her!
You do not speak out of turn.
Alessandra tasted blood in her mouth, but refused to cry. She wouldn't give them the satisfaction.
You should teach her to obey, Desmond. A little discipline could go a long way.
Go to your room and stay there. I'll deal with you and that damn cat after this party.
This was the third time that Alessandra was insulted that evening.
I've got you. I won't let them hurt you again. Back in her room, Alessandra scanned the cramped environs, desperately trying to find any way to leave her prison. Everyone will be distracted by the party tonight. If I'm getting out of here, tonight is my best chance. As she prepared to make her escape, a noise from outside caught her ear. It can't be. It's him! Duke Edgar Collins. Even from this distance, she could see the irritation on his face.
Why am I here again?
To find a wife, Your Grace. The King's orders. Lord Collins, His Majesty has stated...
His Majesty can keep his opinions to himself. I'm here for information on those missing women, not to entertain desperate mothers throwing their daughters at me.
He doesn't want to marry. He's trapped, just like me. Stay here. I have something I need to do. An idea began to take shape. It was bold, reckless even, but it might be her only chance.
Alfred, when we're done here, remind me I owe the king a swift slap in the face next time I see him.
Duly noted, sir. Shall we?
All eyes stared at the Duke, a silence hovering over the entire space. And then, chaos.
Kill me now.
Your Grace, my daughter is the fairest jewel in the kingdom.
Are you selling your daughter or one of your cows?
I beg your pardon?
Despite what you've heard, I have no intentions of marrying, let alone to a beast like your daughter. Step aside, wench.
Edgar's patience was wearing thin. He may have been the most eligible bachelor in town, but he was a man of principle and was disgusted by desperate mothers begging him to marry their daughters as if they were farm animals. But, Your Grace, the king himself said...
And what fool told you that?
We heard it from His Royal Highness himself. The king said he couldn't wait for you to have a duchess by your side. The mothers and their expectant daughters took their leave of Edgar, realizing there will be no charming the elusive Duke tonight. Duke Edgar was the only son of his father and the sole heir of countless lands. Nothing was impossible for him, except, perhaps, finding a bride who would please him.
It's going to be a miserable evening.
If there was anyone who could make Edgar's skin crawl, it was William Lannister.
Your Grace, what an honor to see you at such a quaint gathering.
William? I wasn't aware that this party came with a pest infestation.
Always the charmer. I heard you were in search of a wife. Is that what brought you to this den of desperation?
You are certainly one to talk. A man with a collection of women hidden away like trinkets in a locked box has no room to speak about marriage.
What an accusation, Edgar! You wound me. I'm merely a collector of companionship, nothing more.
The missing women, William. I'm not blind, nor am I stupid. You've got your filthy hands in this, and when I prove it, you'll be the one hanging from the gallows.
Such a vivid imagination! But, alas, I'm simply here to enjoy the party. Perhaps you should do the same. Have a drink, flirt with a pretty girl. Relax, Edgar. Life's too short to carry so much tension.
Duke Collins! What an honor to have you here. I was beginning to worry you wouldn't come. Let's skip the pleasantries, Baron. You know why I'm here. Of course I do, Your Grace. But what kind of host would I be if I didn't at least offer you a drink first? Surely you... I'm not here for a fucking drink! You sent me a note claiming you had information about the missing women. Now you've wasted my evening with this spectacle. If I find out this was just a ploy to parade me in front of your guests... No, Your Grace. I would never... Then stop stalling. Either you have something useful to tell me, or I'll make you regret wasting my time. It's upstairs, Your Grace. I can show you myself. Good! Then do it quickly. Your Grace, if I may, I've noticed you've been avoiding the eligible young ladies tonight. The king himself suggested you find a suitable match. Do I look like a shooting star to you, Baron? Shooting star, Your Grace? You seem to think I'm here to grant wishes. Let me make this clear. I have no interest in marriage, nor in playing matchmaker with your daughter or anyone else's. Now, run along and bring me what you promised. Yes, Your Grace.
The thought of fresh air and a moment of solitude was the only thing keeping Edgar from storming out of this pathetic charade entirely. But... You're sure about this? She didn't suspect a thing?
Not at all, my lady. The dumb girl has no idea what you and the Baron are planning. She really thinks I'm looking out for her, my grace.
Good. It's time someone taught Alessandra a lesson about meddling where she doesn't belong.
What the hell are they planning?
Whatever scheme Catherine and Desmond were plotting, it seemed to involve their outcast daughter, Alessandra. The night had been a waste so far, but now he had more questions than answers.
I should have brought 2 coats. That's a little thin for this weather, isn't it?
The party is inside.
I am very much aware of that, Alessandra. Why are you tensing up like I don't know who you are? Who else would be wearing a mask in the Baron's home? Except for his supposedly cursed daughter.
Are you scared of me?
No. I have seen much scarier things in my day. Why should I be scared of a simple mask?
That's going to kill you if you don't stop.
Good. It'll speed up the process. Are you scared of me?
I don't know who you are, to be honest.
Right. I am Edgar Collins. Just Edgar would be fine.
The Duke?
One and the same.
They say you are to be married. Is that why you're here? You are here for my sister.
I would rather die. No offense. None of the young women in there shall be my wife. They are all like matching dolls in a set.
What about me? If I were to ask you to marry me, what would you say?
What none of you seem to understand is the fact that you would be setting yourself up for a loveless marriage if I were to pick you. I was never interested in marrying at all, yet the rumor has its hooks in half the town by now.
What if it's not love that I'm after?
There's no guarantee that one of us wouldn't fall for the other over time.
What about a contract? It was a crazy idea, but she was desperate for any hope of escaping her father's home.
Did your father set this up?
My father has no idea that I'm out here speaking to you, Duke Edgar. I have told you, the party is on the inside. No one was supposed to see me passing by. In fact, my father will be furious if he learns that you and I spoke. This offer has nothing to do with my father. I leave it up to you to believe me. I am not interested in marrying anyone for love. I only wish to leave this place and never look back.
What is it? Is your father marrying you after some filthy old count? Or perhaps just shipping you to the other side of the country? Has to be something drastic for you to ask a man you don't know to marry you.
I am dying within these walls, day by day, piece by piece. I am neglected and unloved by my own father. I do not care for your looks, Duke Edgar, nor for your money. Frankly, I see you as an escape. Alessandra knew she must take advantage of their encounter. It could be her only chance to get out of her father's miserable castle. I've heard the king wishes for you to get married. You seem to have very little romantic interest in a wife, and I could be a fitting choice. Our goals may be aligned here. We'll never expect love from one another, and never be responsible for each other outside of marital duties. Is this agreeable?
It isn't hard for me to find an actress to play the role of my wife.
If it was so easy, you would have done so already. If the king has done this to toy with you, choosing a wife like me will surely drive him crazy.
You're much quicker on your feet than I expected.
The rumors about your timidity and reclusive nature are clearly false.
And you are said to be a monster, but you seem human to me. I do what I must to survive. If my terms are not agreeable, I shall leave you be.
Alessandra started to walk away, hoping the Duke would stop her, and then...
Wait.
You are bold indeed, girl.
I agree to your terms, but I have a few of my own.
Alessandra was stunned to hear the Duke agreeing to her terms. But what would he demand in return? Can she trust the mysterious Duke? Or will her quest for freedom put her life in even more danger? To find out, click the button below to download the Pocket FM app and continue listening to The Duke's Masked Bride right now for free, only on Pocket FM. Download now.